Happy Friday, everyone. This is Rev Dave here with your weekly Meeting House check-in. So today I'd like to tell you all a story. This is a story for the children out there. If there's any adults, you can stay as well if you'd like. But I have to warn you, this story is a little scary. So I thought what we could do is go to the scariest place here in the Meeting House to tell this story, the bell tower. And here we are in the first level of the bell tower. This is directly above the ceiling of the meeting house. And you can see behind me all of that white fluffy stuff. That's actually insulation to keep the meeting house warm. Now on the next level of the bell tower, you'll find the mechanism that actually moves the hands of the clock on the outside of the meeting house. If you've ever noticed, there's 4 clocks facing in each direction on the steeple. Each of these gears moves very slowly to turn the hands of the clock. Here we are in the next level of the bell tower. As you can see behind me, there are 4 poles coming out of a center shaft that's being turned by the clock mechanism downstairs. That turns the gears, and up here, each shaft goes to one of the clocks on each side of the steeple. Above me is the final tippy top of the steeple, the place where the bell actually is kept. The bell that many of you ring on Sunday mornings. Should we go see? Boys and girls, I wonder what the bell sounds like from up here. Should we try to ring it? Well, thank you, boys and girls, for coming on this tour of the Meeting House bell tower. I appreciate you coming along with me. Now, as promised, I did tell you I was going to be reading a scary story. So I'd like to close by reading you The Monster at the end of this book, starring the lovable furry old Grover, written by John Stone, illustrated by Mike Smolin. What did that say? On the cover? What did that say? Did that say there will be a monster at the end of this book? It did. Oh, I'm so scared of monsters. Shh. Listen, I have an idea. If you do not turn any pages, we will never get to the end of this book. And that is good, because there is a monster at the end of this book. So please, do not turn the page. You turned the page! Maybe you do not understand. You see, turning pages will bring us to the end of this book, and there is a monster at the end of this book. But this will stop you from turning pages. See? I am tying the pages together, so you cannot. You turned another page! You do not know what you are doing to me! Now please stop turning pages. There, I, Grover, am nailing this page to the next one so that you will not be able to turn it, and we will not get any closer to the monster at the end of this book. All right. Do you know that every time you turn another page, You not only get us closer to the monster at the end of this book, but you make a terrible mess. Well, this will stop you from turning pages. A thick, solid, strong brick wall. I would just like to see you try to turn this page. Do you know that you are very strong? Well, the next page is the end of this book, and there is a monster at the end of this book. Oh, I'm so scared. Please do not turn the page. Please, please, please. Well, look at that. This is the end of the book. And the only one here is me. I, lovable, furry old Grover, am the monster at the end of this book. And you were so scared. The end. I told you and I told you there was nothing to be afraid of. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Well, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed that story. It's one of my favorites from when I was a little boy. And you know what I always loved about that story was that, the thing that Grover was most afraid of was himself. And I think that's really important to remember these days when there's so many things happening in our world that are out of our control. A parent might lose a job, or someone we love might get sick. But what we do have control over is not letting our fear get the best of us. Go in peace. Until next time, take care.
You come back some old day when your hair is turning gray. You come back some cold rainy day when the snow begins to fall and you ain't got no friends at all. Yes, you'll come back to some cold rainy day. Oh, yes, you'll be